Hi, Ben from Lover of Tech. Welcome to my ultimate charging test between the Galaxy S24, iPhone 15 and the Pixel 8. Let's get into it. Now with the battery charging and specs, starting with the Galaxy S24, it is packing a 4000 mAh battery and does support Samsung's 25 watt super fast charging. Again, the charger doesn't come in a box, but this does support up to 25 watts. For the iPhone 15, it does approximately have a 3349 mAh battery and does support up to 20 watt charging power delivery supported with Apple's wired charging. And for the Pixel 8, it is packing the largest battery at 4575 mAh and it does support improved 30 watt charging up to 27 watts with the official 30 watt charger from Google. In terms of fast charging and settings, any settings that are in these phones that give you the option to enable fast charging has been enabled to give us the fastest charging available. Any settings that actually optimizes charging or protects battery, adaptive charging, all of these things have been disabled across all the phones with the options that's given to make sure we are getting the fastest charging available. Again, there are no chargers in the box. We are using official chargers for these devices to give them the fastest charging available across the board. And with that out of the way, let's get into the main charging test. Let's kick things off with this ultimate battery charging test wired between the Galaxy S24, iPhone 15 and the Pixel 8. And again, we're going to be going through at different intervals at the 15-minute interval to basically see how much they've charged between all of them, the temperature reading, and of course, which one will be finishing first with the Galaxy S24 supporting 25 watt super fast charging, the Pixel 8 with its 30 watt charger improved, and of course the iPhone 15 using 20 watts with the official charger that has with it. Of course, none of these phones come with chargers in the box, but it's something that you have to get officially if you want to get these speeds. So moving over to the 15-minute interval, where will we be when it comes to the charging between them? We've got the wattage readers with the USB wattage readers on each of them to see where they are as well. 32% battery charge on the Galaxy S24. You will be getting a temperature reading of 35.6 degrees Celsius. The iPhone 15 has actually got the most in terms of percentage charge, but it does have the smallest battery at 38%. It does look to have a temperature reading of 39.0 degrees Celsius. And the Pixel 8, which does have the largest battery, is now charged at 29%. It does have a temperature reading of 35.4 degrees Celsius. Again, you do have an approximate battery size of 3349 mAh on the iPhone 15. So it does have the smallest battery, followed by the Galaxy S24 for 4000 mAh battery, does support 25 watt charging. And of course, you do have the largest battery on the Pixel 8 with 4575 milliamps, which considering the size of the phone is actually a huge cell that's in there. So we're seeing this. Maybe the iPhone might finish first for once, but again, let's see how things play out. Moving over to the next interval at 30 minutes, you do have, in terms of charging, where will we be for all these three devices? And of course, for the Galaxy S24, we do have 58% battery charge on the Galaxy S24. And when it comes to the battery charge on the iPhone 15, it's at 63% charge. And then the Pixel 8 is at 50% charge, so dead on 50. And I think this is what Google claims, that within 30 minutes, you should have 50% battery. Now for the temperature readings on the S24, it is at 36.1 degrees Celsius that we're getting in terms of the temperature reading on the Galaxy S24. And then the temperature reading for the iPhone 15 is 37.8 degrees Celsius. And the temperature reading on the Pixel 8 is 35.7 degrees Celsius. So this is an interesting one, what we're seeing right here. It's progressing how we expect it to, especially with the iPhone 15 having the smaller battery and the largest battery being on the Pixel 8. But what's that going to mean now going into the next interval at 45 minutes to an hour? So the next interval here is at the 45-minute mark. And what we have here at the 45-minute mark is the iPhone 15 at 48% charge. The Galaxy S24 is at 79% charge. And the Pixel 8 is at 66% charge. Now, again, apologies, at this particular interval, I did forget to take the temperature reading on these one. Again, it's been back to back to back. And yeah, I just forgot at this interval, so do pardon me when it comes to this particular one. But moving over to the 1 hour interval, which arguably I would say is probably the most important one to see where these phones are when it comes to charge. And again, the lack of an always on display on the iPhone 15 is why I have to turn it on to see it compared to the others. 93% charge on the Galaxy S24, 87% charge on the iPhone 15, so it has started to slow down. 84% charge on the Pixel 8. So you can see the charging curve on the iPhone becomes very aggressive at this point and really starts to slow down. 2, power manage, and of course, maintain battery health as what you would have on the iPhone. Again, temperature reading on the S24 is 30.1 degrees Celsius, and then you have 31.7 degrees Celsius on the iPhone 15, and then 36.5 degrees Celsius for the temperature reading on the Pixel 8. So the Pixel 8 does look to be getting the hottest out of the 3. And the efficiency on the S24 is really there when it comes to the charging and temperature reading. So again, I really wish the iPhone 15 had an always on display, and I just wish that always on display for the battery reading on iPhones in general, even on the Pro models, were accurate, because most of the time there is a drift in what the always on display is showing you and the percentage. And of course, not having an always on display here means I have to turn it on. The always on display for the battery reading on the Android phones are accurate, so no need to turn on the displays. Now, the 1 hour 15-minute interval, 98% charge on the S24, 94% charge on the iPhone 15, and 96% charge on the Pixel 8. So again, they're actually fairly close. So it could be any of them to finish first. So far, it's looking like it's going to be the Galaxy S24, but let's wait it out and see. Temperature reading of 30.1 degrees Celsius on the S24, 29.3 degrees Celsius on the iPhone 15, so really nice and cool, and then 33.3 degrees Celsius on the Pixel 8. So again, it's managing and staying cool and efficient all the way through now for all of these. Now, really at this point, who is going to finish first when it comes to this battery charging test between these 3 devices? And it does look like it's the Galaxy S24 with a finishing time of 1 hour, 18 minutes and 28 seconds, and a final temperature reading of 30.1 degrees Celsius. Again, very consistent here from Samsung. It would have been great for it to finish a lot sooner, but again, I think the last latter, it really manages the charging curve just to make sure that heat is maintained at a nice cool temperature and the battery health is considered for the 4,000 milliamp hour battery over wire charging. What's going to be next to pretty much follow up after that is going to be, of course, the Pixel 8 with a finishing time of 1 hour, 24 minutes and 30 seconds, and a final temperature reading of 32.7 degrees Celsius. So this is actually a decent showing, not that far in front, probably like an extra 6 minutes later for it to finish to 100% for the Pixel 8, and at this particular time it is on 96% charge for the iPhone 15. So again, how aggressive is the final stage is going to be for the iPhone? You're going to realize it is quite aggressive, because when we get to the 1 hour 30-minute mark, it's on 98%, and it does have a temperature reading of 28.9 degrees Celsius, so it's even cooler than before. So you can see the iPhone is really aggressive when it comes to the final percentage charge when it comes to the power curve and what you have here. And when you're seeing the temperature reading, again, it's nice and cool, below 29 degrees, ever so slightly below 30 degrees. So this is something that they prioritize. But will it finish before the 1 hour 45-minute mark when it comes to the iPhone 15? Or is it going to go beyond that and be even more aggressive when it comes to the charge? And in fact, it does finish at 1 hour, 40 minutes and 28 seconds with a final temperature reading of 29.8 degrees Celsius for the iPhone 15. So in third place is the iPhone 15 with a finishing time of 1 hour, 40 minutes and 28 seconds to full charge for the 3,349 milliamp hour battery. Again, charging on iPhones is nothing to really write home about. This is par for the course of what we expected. Started off really strong, and then after the 45-minute mark, it really started to taper off very quickly with an aggressive charging curve to manage heat. And of course, considering battery health in mind, this is what you get in terms of result for the iPhone 15. In second place is the Pixel 8 with a finishing time of 1 hour, 24 minutes and 30 seconds. And considering this does have the largest battery out of all of them at 4,575, for context, this is a rated battery size that is larger than the iPhone 15 Plus for memory, if I'm correct. And this is actually a decent showing. Again, nothing to write home about. My preference is to have a charge at no more than 1 hour to 100%, but this is a decent showing for Google, and it does show that their 30-watt plug is improved on the Pixel 8 series as well as the Pixel 8 Pro. And in first place is the Galaxy S24 with a finishing time of 1 hour, 18 minutes and 28 seconds for the 4,000 mAh battery, charging with the 25-watt super fast charger. And I would say I was expecting a bit better personally for a 4,000 mAh battery, even with 25 watts. I would love to see this charge to 100% in 1 hour. That's just my personal preference, but it does win this one in this particular situation, even though it does have the second largest battery out of the three. Now that is it with this ultimate charging test between the Galaxy S24, iPhone 15 and the Pixel 8. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. And that's it for me, Ben from Lover of Tech. If you enjoy videos like this, you know exactly what to do. Hit the like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell so you're part of Team TLS, the Tech Level Squad, so you don't miss any future videos on the channel. I hope you're all safe during this time. I will catch you in the next one. Peace.